brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light!
Hey guys, it's Starus Guy, and welcome to my Earth DPS range raid loadout. Now, this video is especially just to do with this loadout, and it's especially designed for raids, for the T5 content raids. Now, I've recently tried multiple loadouts in the Nexus raids, and there's a lot of skills which do take a lot of aggro and do put you in harm's way and get you killed. For one, Earth DPS's Jackhammer is terrible for the T5 raids. I've tried it and it just takes too much aggro and you just get you killed too often. Also, Shards. It's a nice skill, does good damage, but the problem with it is though it's just mid-ranged. Also, every time you use it, it moves you that bit more forward towards, say, a boss or a big pile of ads, so that does get you killed more often as well. So I had to go back to the drawing board, and I've looked for a loadout which I would have to literally do more about a whole range sort of system, where literally I could stay back, do some damage, and then, you know, not be put in harm's way so much. So this is the loadout, and I will go through it. So let's go straight to loadout. Now, I will be going into it where there's a skill you can change out and change in, and you can change it around for multiple to single targets. So first of all, let's go for the loadout. The loadout itself is Rumble Crush, Debris Field, Striking Stones, Sandblast, Totem, and Reinforce. Now, simply put it, we summon a chunk of rock and we throw it. This is good for big groups of ads, you know, AoE kind of ways. Inflicts crushing, which then the power interaction for Debris Field, it will give it more damage over time, and it will also give a damage over time to Striking Stones. So this is our power interaction and our 2 damage over times. And then what we want to do is every time Totem's on finished on cooldown time, we want to use it and clip it with Reinforce. Now, to use maximize Totem is we want to try and stick it in the middle of the room, so ads, bosses still take damage, but we don't get put in harm's way. Or if you can get it in, or if you can put it in a more sufficing area towards the boss, quickly put it in there, get out, then go back to being ranged. And then that's pretty much that. So it'd be Rumble Crush, Debris Field, Striking Stones, and then what we want to do is we want to go into a weapon combo. Like the best weapons for this loadout I would recommend is either Hand Blasters, Dual Wield, or Staff. Use the charge up range attack and then clip it. And then repeat that until Debris Field has finished its cooldown time. And then quickly, when it comes to boss rooms or single targets, mainly bosses, we would take out Rumble Crush and we would put in Earthen Grip. Now, Earthen Grip is pretty much there for the power interaction. It's a single target and will inflict crush. Now, this would be a lot better than having to use Rumble Crush on something that isn't AoE. So it's a single target, we use Earthen Grip, and then we would use Debris Field and Striking Stones. So literally, Rumble Crush for big groups of ads, AoEs, bosses, single target situations, we would replace Rumble Crush with Earthen Grip. So but anyway, I will go through the loadout in a moment, in the rotation. But first of all, let's go straight to the PowerPoints. Okay, so the way I've set up this is I've gone to the Geokinesis tree, and I've got a PowerPoint in Earth and Grip, Shards, Debris Field, Rumble Crush, Striking Stones, Totem, and then Reinforce. In Seismic, got a PowerPoint in Stone, Localized Tremor. Now I put a PowerPoint in the Earthquake so I can go down Earth, so I'm able to go down further down the tree. Unstoppable, and then Sandblast. And the rest of the PowerPoints, I put in Weapons Expert, Tactical Genius. Now it's very good to have a PowerPoint in Super Strength, literally because it will add extra base damage and extra crit damage to Rumble Crush when you pick it up and throw it. Okay, now to the loadout. So literally, the loadout's simple, and we want to stay range. Currently, I have got Hand Blasters on Legacy, and what I would be going to be using is going to be the Solar Flare. So literally, the hold and tap one, since they've made it AOE now. But it's also good for a single target. But otherwise, try and use the staff or dual wield. Okay, so the rotation behind it is we're going to go Rumble Crush, Debris Field, Striking Stones. So Rumble Crush, this is for a big group of ads. Debris Field, Striking Stones, Jump. Just to clip the animation a bit quicker. And then that'll be our primary AoE damage over times. Now obviously you're going to have to use imagination and imagine that's a big group of ads. There'll be a lot of my ticks going. And then we'd pretty much just use Totem every time it's finished on cooldown time, and we would put it somewhere where it's going to do damage. So then the rest of it, so the whole thing together would be obviously we've done Totem and Reinforce, and then we would go into like Rumble Crash, Debris Field, Striking Stones, Weapon Combo, a bit of Sandblast. And if I actually had enough power, I would have done it again. And then we would do that a few times until Debris Field finished, and then we would start the whole rotation again. As you can see, we could pretty much just stay range from here. So let's see if we can get a bit more power going. These trend dummies do give a little bit of horrible power. So if you put our Totem in an area where it's going to do damage. And then we can move backwards, get in a good position. Pop the Solar because I need power. And then we're ready to start the whole rotation over again. So as you can see, we've got Totem in a nice place to do AoE damage, and then we would be doing our rotation and doing damage from range, and a nice bit of damage as well. Okay, so let's just quickly take it out, and I will put in Earth and Grip so I can see what I mean. So power would be nice, sparring targets. It would be nice if they actually made the sparring targets give more power frequently. Obviously for single target, you know, for boss builds, we're going to get the Totem going. And then from range, we could go Earth and Grip, Debris Field, Striking Stones, Jump, and then we'd go into a Weapon Combo and clip it. And then we can do that like 3 times, and then before Debris Field's finished, allowing us to stay range while doing some nice damage. Because let's face it, Earth DPS does struggle in T5 raids, so I've had to go back numerous times into Nexus, die, and see what was going wrong, come back, and I actually do think this is probably the best loadout for T5 raids, for Earth anyway, because literally it will allow us to do plenty of damage over time, and then stay ranged and do quite a bit of damage without getting in the harm's way of bosses or big groups of ads and dying. And then when we die, we lose our damage over times. So we would be losing a lot of DPS. This way we can stay ranged and we can maximize our DPS. So that's what I would be using for single targets. So let's just go through the whole rotation one more time. Literally when we're going to put our totem down within damage range, then we want to move backwards. And then it's Rumble Crush, Debris Field, Striking Stones, and then we do a weapon combo, followed by clipping it with Sandblast. So what you can see, I'm doing the whole tap, but I'm clipping the tap with Sandblast straight away, so I can get into another weapon combo quick. So guys, I hope this video might help any Earth DPS who've been struggling and wondering, oh my god, why am I dying so much? This will probably help you out a lot more because it has helped me. I've taken out Shards and Jackhammer because I find they do get me killed from the range of them, since they're both mid-range, and the aggro they both seem to get. So let me know what you guys think. Any questions, put in the comments or send me a message. So until next time guys, bye.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light!